here's the record breaker. The magnificent Eric Dickerson rushes for 215 yards, a year in which he gained 2,007 yards, eclipsing the great O.J. Simpson, the single-season rushing record. More importantly, Pat, of course, the Rams win it. Now they're 10-5. They're closing in on a wild card spot. And, Pat, I don't think John Madden has seen too many backs any better than Eric Dickerson either.
Vernon John, an ex-Redskin by the name of Charlie Brown, caught this touchdown pass from Dave Archer. Atlanta over New Orleans 7-0. You remember downtown Charlie Brown, don't you, John? Back to you.
Philadelphia Eagles got immediate help from Chris Carter, activated today for this game. He left Ohio State early, went in the supplemental draft. The Eagles kicked the extra point. They lead the Cardinals by 1, 7-6. Back to Dick.
Dick, for the Lions, it has suddenly become the Billy Sims show. Out of the eye, he finds daylight and breaks free against the Chargers. Now he'll start to veer to the right, and the defensive back Gilbert will run him down at the 1-yard line, 81-yard run, yet the Lions score right after that, and now they're climbing back into it. Let's go back to Dick. Check it off. It's a hot ball, but A.J. Jones of the L.A. Rams thinks it's automatically dead in the end zone. Giants recover for a touchdown, miss the extra point, but they lead 6-0. Let's go back now to Dick.
All right, Dick, and it's good to note that some of Pete Axthelm's friends are in attendance today at RFK. Here's the St. Louis game. Look at this nice move by Earl Farrell off the pass from Neil Lomax. He goes...
Benny, it's early, but New Orleans has struck against Cleveland. Watch George Rogers behind a fine block by Jack Holmes. And the Heisman Trophy winner from South Carolina will run 79 yards. And the Saints now lead the Browns 7-3. But again, it's early. Let's go back now to Ben Scully and Hank Stram in Bloomington.
Completed their upset of the Steelers. This is Bradshaw trying to drive the Steelers with less than a minute left, looking for Stallworth. Gary Barbaro picks it off. The Chiefs were able to run out the clock, and they beat the Steelers 37-33. Dick?
All right, Brookie, and it is a tough day in New York for a team out of Florida. After a turnover, Freeman McNeil zips through his second score of the day. The Jets lead the Buccaneers 14-0. Warm up the planes. Let's get back to...
Dick, after a penalty-filled first quarter, the New York Jets got it going, and Freeman McNeil takes it in from 6 yards out early in the second quarter at the Meadowlands, and the Jets now lead Buffalo 7.
Because the coach knows it's inexcusable to have one punt blocked in a game. The Giants have now had 2 punts blocked by the L.A. Rams. This is the Rams' 3rd safety in the game. It is the first time in the history of any game 3 safeties, all in the 3rd period. And the Rams are routing the Giants 33-6. Let's go back.
The St. Louis Cardinals have cut the Atlanta Falcons lead to 3. Bartkowski pulls out from the 45. Jenkins goes long. It's good. Touchdown Atlanta. 27-17. The Falcons with the lead.
Dick, after trailing the Bengals 14-7, the Cardinals have come back to claim a 24-14 lead. Familiar combination here. Lomax to Green, a beautiful fingertip. Third quarter at the Meadowlands, the Jets lead the Bills 28-3, and Freeman McNeil is running wild. He scored 2 touchdowns and has 173 yards rushing on the day. This gallop covers 69 yards. Watch the way Martin Bayless hits him at the end. The Jets didn't appreciate it. It precipitated a fight.
There's some questions about that shoulder operation. Here's his first touchdown pass of the season. Mike Wilson and the 49ers are having a pretty easy time of it. They lead Tampa Bay.
Huddle attack by the Cincinnati Bengals against the Dallas Cowboys. They went right down the field. Then Larry Kennebrew, with a superb second effort, scored a touchdown. They already have safety. The Bengals now have recovered a fumble. They're threatening again. Back to Brooklyn.
Out in Cleveland, the Browns took the opening kickoff and went right through the AFC's most generous defense. The Browns going 70 yards for a score. Brian Sykes, Ozzie Newsome has Cleveland in front 7-0. Let's go back to Bob at Rich Stadium at RFK.
Okay, thank you, Bryant. The ball is spotted at the 18-yard line.
6 minutes, the Bengals ran up 16 points on the Dallas Cowboys. Another turnover, and this 45-yarder from Boomer Esiason to Eddie Brown, the talented rookie from Miami. 16-0. Can you believe it? Let's go back to Brookie and Dick.
All right, Brent. And
All right, Brookie. Well, the Lions are on the road, so it must be the other guys scoring points, right? And here's Tony Eason from the shotgun to DERRICK RAMSEY.
He is not conservative. Going in at the 5-yard line. Montana's out for Bill Walsh. Reads the blitz. So does Francis. Francis, the hot receiver in that situation. 7-3. Niners lead. Back to...
Just tied the New York Giants at 7. It's their favorite combination, Neil Lomax to Roy Green. You live back in St. Louis. You know Green hasn't practiced much for the Cardinals, has he?
Tones of resentment coloring your commentary. I don't know what came over me earlier. Nonetheless, trying to get out of their doldrums, the Steelers go with the reverse, but Lewis lifts, coughs it up, and it is picked up by Don Wilson, who goes 62 yards with the fumble recovery, and suddenly the Bills lead 21-0 at Pittsburgh.
Now, more points than ever scored against the Dallas Cowboys in the first quarter. James Brooks hauls it in, 27 yards out, 22-0. They're human. They miss an extra point. Let's go back to Brookie.
Brian Sipe has once again taken advantage of a bad Baltimore defense. Sipe throwing this one up from 40 yards away, and Dave Logan brings it in between two defenders to give the Browns a 21-0.
The Rams exploded on the opening kickoff out in Anaheim. It was Ron Brown, the Olympic speedster. He got a step, and there's no catching Brown. He goes for a touchdown on the opening kickoff. And Tim, that's how your game started with the Redskins. Back to you.
Then we want to show you some defense. E.J. Jr., rookie linebacker for the St. Louis Cardinals out of Alabama. Watch this hit on William Andrews. The Cardinals are playing that kind of a game, and that's why they lead Atlanta 7-0. Let's go back now to Vin Scully.
The Green Bay Packers just going ahead of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it was Lynn Dickey working to his fine tight end, Paul Kaufman. They lead it by 3 points right now, 2017. Back to Dick.
The play that did it to the Chicago Bears. Rich Campbell, the third-string quarterback, on the scramble, heaves it. Philip Epson's got it. There were 34 seconds remaining when Green Bay beat Chicago in this game, 2014.
Rookie, this is the play to start the second half in Green Bay. The Packers were kicking off, and Alvin Hall found an alley right up the middle, caught a beautiful block, kind of cut off to the left past Stenerud, and he was on his way. And now the Lions are all over the Packers 30-0. Back to Brookie. The Jets by 7, but Wesley Walker gets the Jets to the 1, and now they'll go to their tight end, Mickey Schuler, for the 1-yard scoring pass, but Pat Leahy misses the extra point. 23-10. Back to Brookie and Wayne Walker.
So it was up to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and with time running out, Gary Anderson hit this 34-yard field goal. They beat the Browns 23-20. The Steelers must beat now the Raiders next Sunday in Los Angeles. Back to Pat and John.
Quarterback who's starting to mature in the NFL. He's with the Philadelphia Eagles. Randall Cunningham off the play fake, sprints to the left, throws hard to the right. Kenny Jackson beats the secondary. 70-yard touchdown, 21-6 Eagles. Back to Dick.
Packers have knocked the Minnesota Vikings out of sole possession of first in the NFC Central. Key play here. Lynn Dickey will go to James Lofton. It's a 43-yard score, and right now the Vikings are tied with Detroit. Tampa Bay closing in on a win, and that would leave Tampa Bay ahead by virtue of the tiebreaker. Back to you in Houston. John Madden, I got the Big Sky draw play right here. Look at this. Joe Montana gets in there behind that big burly lineman. 20 yards for a touchdown. Would you believe it, Pat? The Niners right now lead your Giants by 14. Back to Pat Summerall.
The Colts, who have lost 6 in a row, have jumped on the board against the Browns. Burt Jones, Curtis Dickey, 4 yards. Colts now trailing 21-7 as they near the half. Let's go back.
All right, Jay, in Indianapolis, the Colts are surprising the Patriots. Here, Jack Trudeau hits rookie Billy Brooks on this 49-yard play. Later, Trudeau ran in from the 1, 14-3 Colts in the second quarter. All right, Jay, in Atlanta, it's raining touchdowns, all thrown by O'Brien. Early he hit Al Toon on a 59-yarder. Here he hits Wesley Walker on this 46-yarder. The Jets lead 14-0 second.
Benny, while Tommy Kramer was striking, Steve Bartkowski was pulling out for the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons trailing the St. Louis Cardinals by 2 touchdowns, 14-0. Alfred Jenkins broke free, 23-yard. 13th touchdown pass of the season for Bartkowski. They're back in it. Let's go back now to Vin Scully.
At Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh, Steelers behind Terry Bradshaw's 41-yard toss to Jim Smith have taken the lead back from the Kansas City Chiefs late in that ball game. Steelers are out in front 33-30. Let's go back to Anaheim. Dick Enberg, Merlin Olsen. Bryant Gumbel in New York. At Rich Stadium in Buffalo, the Bills are pouring it on the lowly Jets. Roosevelt League's doing the honors from a yard out. It is now 31-0. Bills out in front. Dick, Merlin.